Hey, Pisces. We're here to do reading. We're going to do a Celtic cross with the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle and Tarot decks put together. I've been shuffling. We're just going to get started. We're going to have two for each placement. At least two. Sometimes more come out. To really fill it out. So you, crosses, headspace, root of the matter, recent past, which I think is 3, near future, how you see yourself, how others see you, hopes and fears, outcome, and an overall of temperance. I had been seeing that. I saw that early on, actually. Baby girl, honey, leave it, please. I have a dog right there. Okay. Interesting. You, 7 of Swords and the Dolphin. 7 of Swords could be sneakiness, of course. Or it could just be doing something differently, right? Stealing the swords from the other camp so that they can't be used against you in battle. I mean, that could mean that you intend to ambush them, or it could just mean that you don't want to have battle, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting with this dolphin, because this dolphin is moving forward. I'm getting, you don't want to battle. I mean, that's where I'm at as a Pisces. Let's see. What crosses you? 2 of Cups and the Mother of Pentacles. Potentially wanting partnership? Like, all of these are just feeling lovey-dovey because we're heading into Valentine's Day. It could be wanting relationship. This could also be some kind of balance when it comes to potentially finances, because it is Pentacles. She wants to play. It's the tennis ball. So we'll keep that in mind. If you're not want to deal with the drama. Well, dolphins are very, very intelligent. Okay. All that to say that I was going to say that this energy, not wanting to deal with the drama, not wanting to deal with the BS, or the battle, could look frivolous from the outside. And we haven't even gotten to that yet. But I want to say the dolphins are very intelligent. So... okay. Yeah. Are potential partnerships not seeing you this way? They're not seeing you this way. That's why it crosses you. Isn't that how it'd be for Pisces? I'm going to take a thing from Chris Reck, right? From Minnow Pontero. He says that Pisces and Libra dominate the list of millionaires and billionaires. So, I don't know. We have our moments, right? Like, of course, sometimes Pisces, just like anyone else, would be not great with finances. It's going to be true of anyone. Anywho, yes, in a minute, my love. We will play. Sorry. Headspace. The Star and the Son of Swords. Wanting communication. It's almost like going back and communicating. Oh, what am I really feeling about this? I mean, immediately it was like communicating about a wish. Because wishing on a star. That's in your headspace. Oh, and then the secondary thought was like wanting to go back out on some limb that you already went on. That is a stereotypical Pisces one that I can agree with. Excuse me about my sniffling. We have so much faith, right? So now these were together in the last reading, which is Aqua as your neighbor. Were they? Yeah, they were together. They were talking about the Aquarius, but this is the root of the matter. And maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. Or someone with Aquarius in their chart. Root of the matter is between weakness and action. Vulnerability and swift, inspired action. Huh. And there is temperance here. So there could be a need to balance those. I want to say impulses. Okay. Recent past. Wow. Okay. Okay, Pisces. And the Two of Cups and the crosses you, right? Recent past. You had this inner knowing with the High Priestess that the Swan, this mirrored, potentially counterpart situation, balanced partnership, or maybe it's just within yourself, but that something shouldn't be given up on. You felt that way. Is that the truth? I'm not sure. I was stuttering there. Because this Nine of Wands is the Don't You Dare Give Up card. You're almost there. You're at the top of that stairs. At the top of that climb. I mean, the 10 is more burdensome, but as you reach the 10, that means a harvest. But you're not at the 10 yet. That would be wild if we get the 10 of Wands. You had an inner knowing that you shouldn't quite let something go, I want to say. Or felt like you had an inner knowing. We can all deceive ourselves regardless of how... And or things change. Just because you are right about something at a time doesn't mean circumstances don't alter the outcome. Near future. What? Like, what? Zebra and owl. Like, is this parts of self or is this two people? An owl and a zebra. I'm just getting fire. And here's the thing. As a water sign, I tend to see owl as water because I see a wisdom that, yes, can denote air signs. So, that too. But a depth, kind of like the whale, right? Also like the High Priestess. Even though the High Priestess is actually a tiger in this deck, but... So I'm seeing fire and water, but could be air too. How you see yourself. Interesting. I do like this, actually. The wolf and the golden egg. A loner with a golden heart. Which is just somewhat Aquarian also. But not... Only in the sense of, like, the humanitarian loner. But really, this feels Piscean, too. Because there's a little bit of, being back and observing. And, because Pisces also likes to be alone, right? Definitely do. Okay. How other people see you. Wow. Okay. That is dramatic. You see yourself as, like, set back. Contained. Knowing your warmth, even if you're not actively pouring into anything else, right? And in the how other people see you. Eagle and judgment. Like, that's intense. They see you as having a higher perspective, which did I say something about a higher perspective? No. No, I didn't. There's the High Priestess and the Owl. Judgment, though. You see something and you're making a judgment call. I don't quite know what that is yet. But it gives me similar energy to the Son of Swords. It's like an informed Son of Swords. The Star in Judgment. I just noticed a signature on this card for the very first time. Now I'm going to be looking at all the cards to see if she's got a signature in these doodles. Okay. That's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to try to stop. Okay. Why am I stuck on this? I think because I want to know what the judgment call is, and maybe we'll even clarify that. Hopes and fears. Panther and Ace of Cups. Now, is this you or someone else? I'm kind of getting like you're afraid of. Ugh, I hate to cast this like this, but kind of biting the heads off of anybody that tries to offer you a fresh cup, offer you love. Yeah, not wanting to deal with it. That Seven of Swords dolphin. Not wanting to deal with the BS, not wanting to deal with the battle. But being in Panther energy. But we are conscious of it, though. Because Panther is in the hopes and fears, so it's a... It's a consideration, so it can be avoided, hopefully. Because overall it's Temperance. Outcome. Huh. Interesting. I'm trying to think. So we have the Mother of Cups and the Emperor. Now, is the Emperor coming towards you, or are you the Emperor? Is an Emperor coming towards you and you're showing them all the junk from the past? That's not great. And or you're needing to see the stuff from the past, if this is someone you've already dealt with. Outcome. Maybe this is... With the posture of this Mother of Cups, can I just say, she's looking backwards. They can have two functions, right? Well, it can result in two things, right? One function could be to learn from emotional situations of the past, right? Not to dwell in them, but to observe what has happened, so the same red flags won't be overlooked, and the lessons can be seen for what they are, because we're still going to attract things that are not necessarily for our greatest good. You know, the variety of life is still in front of you, regardless of what you're wanting. Or you could be in this Panther energy and be looking back and wounded. So that is going to take some self-evaluation, right? If there's something we're still needing to heal from, so that we don't end up in this Panther triggered, this almost looks like grapey. And I don't want to be so yucky, you're wounded about it. That's not it. If you have wounds, they need to be looked at, though. You know? That's not... I don't mean any harm. I don't mean to shame anybody for having emotions that are still there. It's perfectly human. But if that's the case, then you might not be ready for the Emperor. Or an actual analyzation of the past could lead you to this Emperor energy, or lead you to get an Emperor coming forward. That's truly what I'm feeling. Like, take a look at the stuff in the past. Temper whatever kind of Panther energy. I mean, if you need a couple of days to, like, maybe even write stuff down, right? Write down the stuff that still makes you feel some kind of way, right? And then write down the stuff that you think no longer makes you feel some kind of way. And then you go as far as to read some things out loud and feel your body. Like, just a minute, my love. Well, I'm almost done. I'm on the last card. Sorry. She's getting impatient. You can hear her. Feel your body. Do you tense up? Do you feel, or do you feel like... The feeling... I can only describe it as a warm and fuzzy sense of relief when you've healed something. Oh my goodness. And we'll go through phases, right? Like, you might be in one phase of your life. Let's be honest. We have vulnerabilities, right? So you might be in a great place and something won't affect you then, right? Like, you're good, and it's not to spite anybody. It's just like, you're good. And, 2 months goes by. You're in a place where maybe some mistakes have been made. Maybe just, like, ebb and flow, baby. And you're in a place that feels a little yucky compared to where you were. That same thing might trigger you again. So it needs to be looked at again. And say, like, a look at the beautiful things that you do have in your life could help you, right? And, like, would I truly prefer that thing that fell out of my life? Would I truly prefer that? In the reality it was, not what I was fantasizing that it could have been. In the reality that it was. And I say that as a true Pisces. Pisces sun. I'm a whole lot of Earth. But not that this is a bad reading, it's kind of a good reading, actually, in my opinion. So people see you make a judgment call in the big picture, you see yourself being good. It's just a little bit of, let's make sure we're ready for these things that may or may not be coming in. And it's funny because all of this reading is overshadowed by that there might be an emotional turbulence somewhere still in your being, which is going to be for the most part for the rest of your life. But how volatile can that be at times? It has the ability to take over this entire reading. The entire 18 minutes is boiled down to, are you ready to not be triggered by a real partner coming in? A real emperor coming in? Masculine or feminine? Can you allow somebody to be just a little stronger than you? And is that triggering, even? You open to letting somebody be the stronger person in a dynamic? It's tough. That's a tough one. Anyways, I hope this helped. Comment if there's anything that you have thoughts about, right? Anyway, love ya. Take care.